I'm Jane Ullman, and I lead Silicon Valley Bank's practice in Oregon and Southwest Washington. I've spent most of my career as a CFO for tech startups and high-growth social enterprises, so I'm particularly appreciative of the role that OEN plays in our community. I'm also pleased to represent SVB. Silicon Valley Bank gets engaged with companies that are truly making a difference, innovative companies that can make a difference in our community and our world. We engage with them at their earliest stages and grow with them throughout their life cycle. The FUTUREPROOF award category is a unique one for this year only, and it's a perfect fit with SVB. It was judged using the same criteria as the other categories, but it goes a step further. It recognizes a company that's solving a hard problem that's vital to our collective future in this era of flux. It's interesting that the three finalists in this category are solving three very different facets of the challenges facing us in our collective future. One is teaching us how to talk to our kids and to each other about really difficult topics like race, disability, sexuality. Another is directly tackling the climate crisis through re-commerce in the apparel industry, figuring out how to give new life to old apparel products at scale. And the third is helping us figure out how to thrive and survive in the new world of hybrid work. It's my pleasure to introduce the OEN FUTUREPROOF Award finalists. A Kids Company About, Jelani Memory, founder and CEO.
I wanted my 5 kids and my one on the way, Solomon, to be able to talk about race, culture, color, and racism with me. So as a personal project outside of work, I wrote a book for my kids. Fast forward, 2 years from then, it's grown into this amazing kids media company. I genuinely believe that our products are changing the world, and that's not an overstatement. That's not hyperbole. It will be around in 100 years and 200 years? It's books, because they've been around for a while. Anybody using a technology product that they were using 30 years ago? Maybe, maybe not. But you're definitely reading a book that was 30 years old, 40 years old, 50 years old, 60 years old. And so we sit at the intersection of making analog products and digital ones too. I don't want to leave those off the table, intersecting between this relationship between grownups and kids. And we want to grow with that relationship.
The Renewal Workshop, Jeff Denby and Nicole Bassett, co-founders.
When you do an environmental analysis of the apparel industry and you're like, where is the problem? So the biggest problem actually is in the making of the product. So 60% of a product's impact is in the creation of it. And so all of the brands in the apparel industry need to grow revenue. And the only way they know how to do that is to make more stuff. A big focus has been on making that process more environmentally friendly. At this moment, we've sort of recognized where our strengths are and the fact that no one else offers renewal at scale. And this idea of how do you create a business model where brands can generate revenue off of the things they make allows them to start to make less stuff and offset that revenue with existing product.
Brandlive, Sam Colbert-Heil, President and CEO.
And the reason why FUTUREPROOF, I think, is so perfect for us is because the future of work, what's happened in the last 6 months, the Great Resignation and people dealing with an immense amount of change and flux, has created a power dynamic that has shifted aggressively to employees. And companies of all shapes and sizes, they can't shove people in a conference room to make them pay attention. They have to make great content for screens because we're all going to be watching work content on more screens more than ever before, and that's not going away. That's what Brandlive's about. We have this mission to bring the magic of television to work and to make work content accessible and available on demand and worth rewatching. And we think the best way to do that is to make it special, to make the employees feel connected to the business by making them feel something and changing the way companies run, changing the way they operate in this new world of screens.